Ever wondered how explorers and travelers always know exactly where they are on the planet? Welcome to Class Bites. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of maps, coordinates, and navigation, uncovering the secrets behind latitude, longitude, and everything you need to read a map like a pro. Understanding the world through maps begins with the concepts of latitude and longitude, which together create a system for pinpointing any location on Earth. Latitude refers to the imaginary horizontal lines that circle the globe from east to west. These lines, often called parallels, measure how far north or south a place is from the equator, which sits at 0 degrees. The equator divides the planet into northern and southern hemispheres, and as one moves toward the poles, the latitude increases until it reaches 90 degrees at the north or south pole. Longitude, on the other hand, involves vertical lines, known as meridians, which stretch from the North Pole to the South Pole. These lines measure how far east or west a location is from a reference line called the prime meridian. Together, latitude and longitude form a grid that allows anyone to describe a location with precise coordinates, such as 30 degrees north and 75 degrees west. This system is essential for navigation, whether on land, sea, or in the air, because it provides a universal method to identify positions anywhere on the planet. Reading a map requires an understanding of how the three-dimensional surface of the Earth is represented on a two-dimensional sheet. This transformation is achieved through map projections, which are methods of flattening the globe while attempting to preserve certain properties, such as shape, area, distance, or direction. No projection can perfectly represent the entire Earth, so cartographers must decide which features to prioritize depending on the map's purpose. Some projections maintain accurate shapes, but distort the size of continents, making regions near the poles appear much larger than they truly are. Others preserve distances along certain lines, which is helpful for navigation, while some focus on keeping areas proportional, useful for comparing the size of different countries or regions. Understanding the type of projection used helps the map reader interpret distances and relationships correctly, avoiding misconceptions caused by visual distortion. Another key concept when working with maps is scale, which indicates the relationship between a distance on the map and the actual distance on the ground. A small-scale map might cover an entire country or continent, showing broad patterns but little detail. Large-scale maps, in contrast, focus on smaller areas like a city or neighborhood, allowing for precise details such as individual streets, buildings, or landmarks. Scale can be represented in several ways, including a ratio, like 1 to 50,000, which means that one unit on the map equals 50,000 of the same units in reality, or through a graphic bar that can be measured with a ruler. Recognizing scale is crucial for planning trips, estimating travel times, or understanding the real-world size of geographic features. It ensures that the information extracted from a map is accurate and meaningful in practical terms. The process of reading a map also involves interpreting symbols, lines, colors, and labels that convey information about the landscape. Contour lines, for instance, illustrate changes in elevation, helping the reader visualize hills, valleys, and mountains. Blue areas usually represent water bodies, while green shades often indicate forests or vegetation, and brown or yellow can depict deserts or dry terrain. Roads, railways, and political boundaries are also commonly marked using distinct symbols or lines. The key or legend of a map explains what each symbol or color means, allowing the reader to decode the visual language of the map. Understanding orientation is equally important. Most maps are drawn with north at the top, but some may be oriented differently depending on their purpose. A compass rose or north arrow provides this reference, helping the reader align the map with the real world. Maps are not just static images. They are tools for exploration, planning, and understanding complex relationships between places. By combining latitude and longitude coordinates with knowledge of projections, scale, and symbols, anyone can navigate from one location to another, analyze patterns of human settlement or natural phenomena, and make informed decisions about travel, land use, or environmental management. Whether reading a map to find the quickest route across a city, to locate a mountain peak, or to study the distribution of rainfall, these fundamental principles allow the reader to translate a two-dimensional representation into a meaningful understanding of the three-dimensional world. Mastering these basics builds a foundation for more advanced geographical skills and nurtures a deeper appreciation of how interconnected and precisely measurable our planet truly is. Maps, when understood fully, become more than drawings. They're windows into the intricate spatial fabric of Earth, inviting curiosity, exploration, and informed engagement with the world around us. This explanation, weaving together coordinates, projections, scale, and map reading skills, provides a clear and accessible introduction to the basics of maps and the practical use of geographical tools in everyday life. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts, or let us know what topic you'd like to see covered next in the comments below.